Relationships are best dealt with honestly, carefully, meaning with care for the other person, and responsibly, meaning I take care of my half. Well, what is my half of any relationship? Well, it's all of my needs. My partner is not here to meet my needs. My partner is here to be an like icing on the cake, the pleasurable extra addition to my life. What she's not here to do is make sure that I'm happy, follow my directions, value what I value. I had a wonderful learning recently over around someone that was really triggering all kinds of stuff for me. And I discovered that what I wanted them to do was value what I value. No wonder why I was in hell. I was trying to control another person. Where relationships become insane is when I think that my partner is responsible for any aspect of my experience. Now, if she takes out a hammer and she starts smacking me in the head, okay, we can say maybe she's responsible for some of the pain. She's not responsible for the story I tell myself. And because of that, most trouble in relationships comes from the inability to take responsibility for your half of the relationship, which is all of you. So when it comes to things like jealousy and infidelity, if she came to me tomorrow and said, I want to sleep with somebody else, she has every right to do that. That gives me a choice. I get to make a decision at that point. Well, maybe this relationship isn't for me. Or maybe she should go do that and find out if that's something she, really wants to. You don't know. I hate it when I say you know. Because what it is it's self-doubt being expressed. I don't hate it too hard, but it's crazy. How can you know? I'm the one talking. That's bullshit. I love catching my bullshit. So I have a choice. If she wants to sleep with somebody else, I have a choice. She might not be the partner for me then. But what she can't do, and what I cannot assume that she can do, is be responsible for my experience, my emotional, physical, intellectual experience. That's not what she's here for. And because I don't assume that, I notice I have a pretty good relationship. Sharing space is very frustrating sometimes for me because I have as an artist, I have a way that I want things to go, and I have to constantly kind of adjust that way. I'm also a minimalist, so when there's more than what's necessary, it just feels like it's a burden to take care of it. And those are things that I deal with in sharing a space and sharing a life with someone. And none of it's too much, too hellish. But it is frustrating sometimes. I don't put my shoes in the doorway. Oh, I mean, it's so funny too, because for all the little things that are frustrating, all the awesome things are so awesome. So what you have to do is decide how realistic are you being with the other person you're with, and how realistic are you being with yourself. Nobody can betray me. That's impossible. Impossible. I'm the only one that can betray me. People will just be and do what they are and do what they do. Any woman you've ever been with who's been attracted or flirted with other people, she was just telling you who she was. She wasn't doing it for any reason other than telling you, hey, this is the kind of person I am. And then you have a choice. And when you discover you can meet your needs, there's a lot less, there's a lot less of that sort of, you feel trapped in a relationship. Because you could pack up and leave tomorrow and you'd be fine. You wouldn't lose anything. It's a wonderful dance to be in a relationship with someone, a monogamous relationship with someone, for all of the reasons that it's just a continual reminder, like, I'm here to meet my needs. How clearly am I communicating? How honest am I being with myself and with the other person? And how responsible am I being for my experience? It's not, I don't think it's something that, well, I don't know. I'm young. I don't know. I was going to say I don't think it's something that ever gets fine-tuned completely, but I'll find out. I noticed in your photograph, you're an attractive man. I wouldn't worry too much about the inability to find a partner that really suits you. If a woman isn't really the one for you, you're not obligated to be with her. Nobody is sentenced to someone else. Even arranged marriages can sneak off in the middle of the night. I mean, we're not cursed to be with each other. This isn't a grim fairy tale. If you leave, you'll grow a tail and a third eye. So you always have a choice. You don't have to be with somebody, and they don't have to be with you. And when that's really held as true, relationships are much easier, because there isn't the lie, the insane lie that I need them and they have to stay. And if I don't have them, somehow I will be less something. That's just not true. And if you do the math, there are lots and lots and lots of options. Lots of options. And when you find one that works, it's perfect. It's so perfect. But it's insane to think you won't find the. You just have to look. You have to know yourself, and then when you do that, it's almost you just walk out the door and you'll find somebody, because it will never really be about them. You'll just find someone that you enjoy spending time with, that you probably laugh with more than you cry with. I don't know what you value. I mean, that's what I value. Of all the things that we do, we laugh. And that's it. That's awesome. That's the best thing. Even when we're like, grouchy grouchers and cranky cranksters, it just so quickly comes down to laughing together. So I feel very fortunate and very lucky. And that's available for everyone. I really believe that. I really believe that everyone can find someone that they actually enjoy being with and don't have to possess to somehow enjoy that. So great question, and thank you.